So quite a demanding piece for grade 4 cellos is the Allegro, third movement from Sonata in G minor. It's a very fun piece to play. It has a lot of light and darkness in it because you're going from the extremes of forte down to piano and then back up to forte, and you have these sudden dynamic bursts. And then the other tricky bit is the trills, because trills are always a bit tricky, but these ones are more tricky because you're going from your fourth finger to your second finger, and your fourth finger hasn't got an awful lot of power behind it, so to try and put that down fast enough to do a trill, that requires a bit of skill. So my advice with this piece, is to have a rehearsal or a practice tempo and then have a performance tempo. So for your practice tempo, you want to be practicing this at a much slower pace than the metronome marking. So for example, I would start off by doing this sort of a speed. 1, 2, 3. And don't take it any faster than that until you are at a stage where you think that you've cracked it and you can then up the tempo a bit faster. So once you've done that, then you should be able to play at a slightly more quick tempo. So let's have a go at this at the speed that it's meant to go at. It is a challenging piece, this, even for somebody who's done all the grades up to grade 8. Coming back down to this piece, it's not an easy piece. So good luck if you can get this one. Okay, so I'm going to count myself in, and I'm not accompanied, so I'm just going to start from the beginning. 1, 2. So there's a few bars here that I want you to be aware of. It may look really easy in bars 27 to bar 31, and because those are the longest notes in the piece, they're just crotchets and minims. You may think, oh, you can just sort of plow through those and not think about them. Those are gorgeous notes, so make sure you give them the breadth that they require, because that's the one section where you actually get to have a bit of a breather. So make sure you make the most of those notes. You get to go into the lower registers of your cello, which is fantastic. It makes your cello sing out. So don't just gloss over those notes, even though they are much simpler than all the others. And just be careful with your trills, that you practice those really slowly and that you're doing exactly what is written above. So there is a little change, there's a little turn in that trill at the very end. Dee da dee da dee da dee da dee. Okay, so good luck with that piece. Yeah, it's a tricky one, but it's a fun one.